Hello everyone, this is
And
Johannes,
this is Sodoma,
and you are watching Board Gaming
and
Ramblings,
today we are taking a look at Pappy Winchester.
which is a game published by Blue Orange Games and designed by Jeremy Pinjay.
And it plays from 3 to 5 players in about 40 minutes.
So this is a pretty straightforward auction game. You are in the family of this guy Pappy Winchester, and he's dead, and you want to get all his land. You want to take it and give money for it because he is like a villain kind of guy. Not like a villain, but he's tricking away money, putting it in places, and having a lot of property. And you want to get the property and get the most money because money is the best thing to have in the Wild West when you can't find gold. But maybe you will find gold in the gold mines that he owns. But you won't know until you maybe win that property, and you will maybe get some money. And also, he might have hidden money in the ranch, and you will get money from there as well. And if there's any money left, you just put it in the saloon.
Yeah.
That's the theme of the game. You just drink up the money.
Yeah, I like it.
So just quickly, this is a pure auction game. You will do auctions on these properties, as I just said, and you have an X amount of money. I don't remember how many money you start with.
Oh, 12 or something?
12 monies, like $12,000.
Yes.
And basically every round is a new auction. You pick up a new thing that you will auction off, and then you go around the table auctioning it off. So I will maybe say $3 or 3,000, and you will say 4. Somebody else will say 5. Somebody will say 8, and then I will say pass because I don't really need that for 8, and so on and so forth. And then the interesting part about the mechanisms here is that when I win an auction, I have to divide the money between the other players because we're basically like in family and we're trying to find out who's going to own what land. So we are giving that, distributing it, and if there's anything left, I go to the pub and I drink it up and I put it in the pub, which is kind of strange thematically. So that is the theme based on what you're doing in the game.
Yeah, and I also like the very thematic thing where you're trying to get some specific lands to score some points.
Yeah,
Super
but
thematic.
that might actually.
Yeah.
I'm gonna disagree with you there because the thematic there might be logical. Like you have like I don't really know why you would want those specific ones, but it might be like you think you're speculating
Yeah,
in that
that's
these
fine.
kind
That's
of
fine.
lands
But you
will
get
be
points
better.
for it.
No, you get money.
Yeah, that's true.
Everything is about money, so that land will be more prosperous for you. So
Yeah,
there's no
that's true.
points in this game.
Okay, it's actually quite thematic.
So here's the rule book. It looks like it's like a huge 23-page rule book, but it's not because it's like in 15 different languages. So the rule book is 4 pages. And it's super simple, and it's basically 3 pages because this is the cover. So it's a setup page, then there's a rule page, and it's an objective page. And that's it.
That's like no rules.
And because
all.
it's a super simple game, it's basically do the auction.
Yeah.
And you have special mission cards that tells you what auctions you want to win.
Yeah.
And you also have like public mission cards that tells everyone what auctions they want to win.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the rules. Super simple rule book. Artwork and components here is fine.
Yeah. It's like a little like cardboard put together train and a boat. I put them together. I almost ruined them in the process, but now that they're finished, they're totally unnecessary, but they actually look kind of neat.
It could have been a token.
Yeah, it
but
could.
this is what I like about Blue Orange games. Like this, if you're like a 10, 12-year-old and playing this with your family, this would look,
that's cooler.
This looks better than a token, but it could have just been a token. But this looks pretty cool, actually.
And we're actually like never fans of paper money, but these ones here, they have a really nice feel to it, and you feel like you're just like under the table counting your. I think it's thematic that they put paper money in it. It wouldn't be the same with like tokens.
No, I would rather have this than poker chips.
It doesn't bother me at all. I'm actually quite happy with them.
Especially since the money is hidden. You don't know how much money people have. So this is better than, but it's still paper money. You have to learn how to handle it, but if you learn how to handle it, it's pretty okay. So I can't handle it because
we're still learning.
But yeah, I like that. The artwork and components is fine.
Yeah.
Nothing special, just tokens, some cards, and the paper money.
How much time have we been playing this game?
So the box is 40 minutes, and the times we played, it took between 30 and 40 minutes. We only played 4 players. So I guess with 5, it maybe will take 10 more minutes, but it kind of wouldn't matter how many players you are because the auctions will go roughly the same time anyways.
Yeah.
So about a 30-minute gameplay, which I think is great for this game because it's a super light, super filler-ish game, like super duper light, but it has auctions. If you like auctions like me, you probably like it, and if you don't like auctions, you might not like it as much.
Or you might.
Yeah, but yeah, the playtime is about 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Replayability, it's the same game. Like the only difference is the public missions that comes out.
Yeah, yeah, I think so. And it's you're going to bid for different like lots depending on what scoring card you have yourself. But you want to win the lots that gives you the most points. It's that simple.
And since the game is so quick, and it's basically it's 18 auctions, is it? I think it's 18 or 19, 18 auctions, and that's the game. So it's nothing will change throughout the game. It's just auction after auction after auction. But yeah, if you like auctions, you will probably like it.
Yeah, and it plays really smoothly. It's like almost never that you're sitting and have nothing to do because the auction plays so fast. So even if you pause early, the next auction is like in 1 minute or so.
Yeah. So what I really like here is the semi-closed economy.
Yeah.
Which you giving the money away. And the first time I was playing, I was like, is this like, why do you do that? But then it made sense, like thematically, because you are trying to divide the properties, and you're all like inheritance, you're all inheriting from him, and you're trying to divide it. So if I really want that, I have to pay you guys for it. And somehow I will go to the pub and drink up the rest. That's kind of strange. Or to the saloon. That's like the only strange thing. I don't know how the money ends there. Maybe you all go there and just drink up the rest. Like, we cannot divide this because we don't have any less money than 1,000 in this country. We only have thousands, so we can split that into like 300
barman,
each.
give us like all your drinks.
That's like one beer, I'm guessing, in this kind of world. But yeah, I really enjoy that because then it's not too bad to lose an auction. And because like the hardest thing here, which I feel like I'm starting to get, but in most auction games this is the case, it's hard to see what things are worth.
Yeah.
Because in this game, if you're not blocking somebody from getting a lot of points, or not getting a lot of points yourself, it's not really worth anything to you. So the only thing you need to do then is to push up the price and make it harder for somebody else to get cheap. But other than that, like it's easy to forget that in these kind of fun, fast auction games, because like somebody's saying like 9,000, you're like, okay, I want it. I don't know why, but 10 because I just want to win this one.
It's probably never worth 10 to you, but I like that. People have like, you want to build near the saloon, and I want to build like on the what do you call it, the field spaces.
Yeah.
So some of our the spaces that we score the points for are matching, and therefore we'll probably go head to head on those and like drive the price up a bit. And I think that's nice when you play with more players, that it's like almost never that only one person wants it.
I think like you can do pretty good without winning almost anything in this game.
Yeah.
Because you will just get money, so you will get all the money that people get. The only way more money is coming in is when somebody does the public missions. There's one worth 3,000, 4,000, 5, 6, and 7. So like when somebody is almost at the 7, you might want to try to block them, and that kind of makes it more interesting than just like, okay, I don't need that, I'm not going to bid on it. It's a bit more interesting than that. So that's kind of like the thing I like the most. It is a pretty pure auction game, so it's not really any twists and turns. The only twists and turns are like the gold mines, which might have money or might not have money. And there's every time you win, you get like a token, and some of those tokens will let you look at the cards to see if there's actually money in the gold mines. And
also the little gun tokens that can be used like once per player. And if you're like, we're head to head in the auction, we're the only ones left, and you've bid something, and I can't like bid higher, or I don't want to, then I can like play my gun token, we'll have a duel, and it's a 50-50 chance who gets it, but you have to pay the price.
Yeah. So two of the things that might not be like the most positive things, like this is a super random game.
Yeah, it's so lucky.
It's really a lot of luck.
Because if I want like all the desert something spaces, canyon, the yellow spaces in the game.
Desert.
Yeah. And I want them. That's what I get points for. And 2 of them come up really early in the game, and I'm just like, oh, I need this, and I have then no money left. If 3 other desert areas come like short amount of time after that, then
you're not gonna win them.
No,
because you just paid out all your money. Depending, of course, on how you play, like somebody is like if you can get it cheap and you can do that. But it's like if I want something and it's got spread evenly and I get the chance to get money back,
Yes.
it's going to be easier for me to get
Yep.
them. So that's like the big
That's the ideal
drawback of the game.
Yeah.
But then again, it's a 30-minute game. So it's not like one of those games where it really bothers me because it's over in 30 minutes and then you can play a new round or play something else. Like it's not like one of those games that you have to heavily invest in, invest your thought process, invest. It's just like this is kind of like a beer and pretzel game. Like you could play it in a pub drinking a beer, or a saloon, and like you could play this with anyone who don't play games, and you can play it with families. You can play it like wherever, whenever. It's super simple to learn because there's really not a lot of rules. It's do you want to bid higher or not? That's almost the only rule.
Yeah.
And then there's like a couple of the bonus tiles. Other than that, there's really no rules. So you can teach it super quickly and play it in half an hour. So I like it. I think like the things I like is higher than the things I dislike.
Yeah, I agree.
Because if I am in the mood to play this game, I know what I will get into. I know it's going to be a lucky game.
You just have to know it.
Yeah.
You have to know what you're getting into, and there's other luck elements in it as well, like the ranch or the gold mines might not have anything in them, and if you get 2 golds, like some specific of these tokens, and some areas, and all of these tokens magically happen to be in the areas that you want, then you're automatically going to have a higher score, I think. So it's some luck with that, but as you said, it's a 30 minutes, it's a short game, and it's fun, and therefore I'm not that bothered by it.
No, so should we do final thoughts?
Yeah.
Do you want to start?
No, you could start.
I'm going to start. Oh, you always start. I know you just
plot twist.
Oh, it's a plot twist. I think this is a good game. I think like if you enjoy auction games and you want to play something that's super quick and light and you don't mind the luck, then I think you will like this game. It's not an amazing game. It's not a game that will appeal to heavy gamers or gamers who want more of like I would rather play Medici, which takes about an hour, but it's like a lot more. It's a lot of luck there as well, but it's like a bit more you can do to actually plan and to go ahead and work towards something. But if I want to play, like, I love auction games. I really like it, and I like the feeling of this. I like the paper counting, like the money counting. Just like I love it in Raccoon Tycoon as well. That like under the table, seeing how much money you have. That super simple auction mechanism that just is a game here, which is just it's good. It's nothing amazing. I think I want to keep it in the collection if that's okay with you. But it's not one I'm gonna pull out a lot. But if we have newer players or somebody and I want to introduce them to auctions and see if they like that before putting out Power Grid or putting out something like that, I might introduce them to this.
Yeah, cool.
So I'm gonna give it a 6.5. I think it's
nice.
It's a good game. Nothing amazing, but if you thought this sounded good, you probably would like it.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm not a fan of auction games. It's not my favorite genre. I was not totally open-minded going into this game, but actually I really enjoyed it because it is that fast, and even if you're just like auctioning is kind of scary because I don't know what things are worth. These players have played it before, they know the game, they're probably good at it, and I couldn't afford this again, you outbid me again. Then I get money.
Yeah.
I get points for doing nothing if I want to, and that feels good. So actually this feels like a really decent call it gateway auction game.
Yeah.
And us over average casual players, I think, really enjoy it as well. As you said, we're not going to get this to the table that often, but I think I know when to bring it to the table. And that's nice. I'm also going to give it a 6.5.
Okay, so 6.5 from both of us.
Yes.
A really cool little auction game that you should check out if you're into that stuff.
Yes.
That's the end of the video.
Yep.
Thank you so much for watching. I'm Johannes.
And I'm Sunniva.
And you've been watching Board Gaming Ramblings, and bye-bye.